Hey, this is Siany Harts, and welcome to the very first episode of Anything But Sports. This is the show where we bring on Sacramento State athletes to talk about anything but sports. Today I'm here with my very first guest. We have Devin Gandy. Devin is currently number 5 for the Sacramento State football team, and he currently plays at wide receiver. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
So let's get into it. So basically, for every episode, we're going to be doing some kind of childhood activity. So for today's episode, we're going to be playing with some kinetic sand. Have you ever played with this before?
I have not.
Cool.
I'm not going to be able to open this.
I think we need scissors for the tape or something. Or I could use my nails.
Oh, never mind. My bad. Wait, do I need like water for this? Or is it just...
It's just sand.
Oh.
Yeah. Dang, he's already ahead of me. Shoot.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, it's soft. I'm confused. Hold on. I got to practice real quick. Do I just throw this in here like that?
I think you can like pack it in.
I just don't know where to put my hands sometimes. In the sand. Just leave them in the sand like this?
So yeah, if you could tell me a little bit about growing up with your brother Darren. How many years apart are you guys?
Oh, we're 3.
3 years apart?
Yeah, 3 years.
And for those that don't know, Darren Gandy also plays wide receiver at Sacramento State. And how is that relationship? Like, do you ever get on him like, dang, you want to be me? Or
Nah, it's not like that. I kind of wish he was like me more, but, you know, just him being his own person is good. It's just like having a built-in best friend. That's really how it is. I mean, we have our own apartment and stuff, so, I mean, we just having fun right now.
Yeah. Oh, you guys live together?
Yeah, we do.
Nice. So you guys are pretty close?
Yeah.
Do you have any other siblings or just you two?
I have 2 little sisters, and then I have another little brother named Benji.
Nice. So I know you grew up, your hometown is Fontana?
Yeah.
Fontana. So you moved out to Sacramento State. You moved out to Sacramento for Sac State?
Yeah, for Sac State.
Did you have to adjust at all, or?
Not really. Like, I was ready to go. Just because I have a lot of siblings, so I just wanted to see how I felt to, like, be on my own, kind of, I guess, if you put it that way.
Yeah. Kind of break off and go do your own thing.
Yeah.
And so when you were growing up, did you and Darren both grow up playing football? Was that the only sport you played?
Yeah, we both started playing football at the same time. No. I started playing football, like, 2 years before him. Mm-hmm. And then when he was old enough, then he started playing. Okay. So he had to wait a little bit. But, yeah, that's all we do is play football.
And did you kind of coach him, or did he find, like, did you guys always both grow up playing wide receiver?
Now, when we were younger, we pretty much played, like, every position because that's kind of what you do when you're young. Yeah. But, like, I have an older stepbrother, and he played football, so that's what really got us into it. So he kind of, like, taught us the way on, like, how to play. So we kind of just fell in love with it from there.
Mm-hmm. He was able to, like, coach you guys along?
Yeah.
So because your brother is playing, like, the same position at the same exact college as you, how do you keep him motivated? Like, what's your kind of coaching style with him? Are you pretty hard on him?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty hard on him, but I think he knows where I want him to be, as in, like, just becoming a man, I guess you would say. But, nah, it's fun. He can learn from me since I've been here, and then I've seen it all, so he's kind of getting the hang of it. I just can't wait to see what the future holds when he gets his chance.
Yeah, he's, like, kind of following in your footsteps, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So growing up, what was, like, your favorite childhood movie or show?
Childhood movie was Cat in the Hat when I was younger. I made my mom buy the disc, and I literally make her watch it all day on repeat.
The live action one, right?
Live action, yeah. Like, it got to the point where my mom knew the words to the movie because that's all I wanted to watch. And
then I see the SpongeBob balloon back there. Was that yours or that's Darren's?
I think that was Darren's because I was like a big Cars guy. You could see the Cars. Cars is my favorite movie too when I was little, so I think they did SpongeBob for Darren, and then they did Cars for me.
So growing up into that sports world, what athletes did you look up to?
I would say like Tavon Austin, DeAnthony Thomas, But really, Tavon Austin, if, for my athletes out there, he has the greatest highlight tape of all time. So I'll have to say him.
So when you did land on Sac State and you were looking at all the different majors, what made you go with criminal justice?
When I was younger, I used to think about getting into like law enforcement, but I wasn't too sure. But like when I was in high school, I took a criminal justice class and I kind of like fell in love with it. And then Sac State being one of the top criminal justice programs in California, I was like, why not?
I didn't even know that. Your high school had a criminal justice class?
Yeah.
That's neat. Do you know what you want to do with that degree?
I think I'm gonna go into law enforcement, but I'm not sure yet though, because I think I want to do a second BA in fashion. So
fashion.
I'm trying to figure that out still.
Okay. I think I could kind of tell by the Instagram. Definitely into fashion. Actually, that's a good question. Yeah. So what's your favorite jersey colorway? What's one that you put on? You're like, oh yeah.
See, I didn't get a chance to wear it this year, but it's when we go white, black. I don't know why. It's like white helmets, white jerseys, and black pants. They wore it against North Dakota. For some reason, I don't know, bro. That it just looks good. Yeah, I like it.
I was gonna say I like the all black, like helmet, jersey, can't go wrong. But they wore, I don't know what game it was, but they did black helmet, black jersey, and white pants. That one was clean.
I think so. I don't know. I can't remember that one. I don't think we don't have black helmets.
No.
No. We don't got
it was
helmets.
Black jerseys and white pants, maybe.
I think we went white jerseys. We went black jerseys, white helmet, white pants.
Okay.
That one. I think you might be thinking about that one.
Okay. No, how many different like colors of the helmets y'all have?
We only have 2.
Seriously?
Yeah, we only have 2. I think it just looks different because like we be changing up the decals.
Okay.
Like the Hornet and stuff. So like, or like the green looks different sometimes. Like the green looks black when we play like certain games because of lighting.
I swear y'all had black helmets.
I mean, in pictures it looks black, but nah, it's green.
It's green.
Yeah, it's green.
Okay. What's the worst uniform color combo? Like you don't want to wear it.
I mean, I don't have one. Like my dog Savino, man, he be putting it together. So I like what they do with it. But if I had to choose, I would say probably when we go all green, maybe. Because my dog Los, he be saying we look like a booger. So
whoa.
probably when we go all green, I have to say that.
Green helmet, green jersey, green pants.
Yeah.
Is there any other schools' jerseys that you're like, dang, that's trash? Any like uniforms that come to mind? There's some pretty cold ones out there.
Not really. Like when the teams that we played, man, they put it on. I'm not gonna lie, but I think everybody puts it on against us. So probably the worst uniform this year was probably man, I don't know. Everybody looked good. Everybody was pretty clean this year. I can't even lie.
So speaking of other schools, do you have a favorite travel story, like a favorite away game story? Whether it's the hotel, whether it's the game?
My favorite away trip was probably my freshman year, 21, when we went to Montana. It was me, Jay Gibb, and a couple of other players. We was just chilling. We was eating ice cream. And we was basically just like manifesting on like what we gonna do the next day. Yeah. And like it came true. Like I don't know. It was something about that day. Like we still talk about it. Like just remember when we were sitting in the hotel eating ice cream. So I'll probably say when we went to Montana in 21, and then we ended up winning too. So that was like, I think we were like the first Sac State team to ever win at Montana that year. So that's probably my best story.
Yeah. No, the Montana game even this year, that was a big game.
Yeah, that game was crazy. Montana has the best fans. Their fans, they sell out every game. Like I love playing there.
They pull up deep. Like the away games were deep. Packed.
Even like when we played them last year at Sac, they were there. Like I was like, that's crazy.
That's a big school.
Yeah.
Okay, so on like a day-to-day basis, what's your schedule look like? Because I know balancing school and balancing practice, like, can you take me through the schedule? Like, okay, 8 a.m. wake up, practice. Like, what does a typical day look like?
I I say like the longest days. So I'll take you through like a Wednesday, because that'll be like our longest day. So for me, I wake up at like 6 to eat breakfast, because I have weights at 7.
Dang.
And then after weights, I'll probably shower, take a quick nap, and then I have class. And then right after class, quick lunch, and then meetings, taping, practice, and then you're basically doing it all over again the next day. So you probably have about like 2 hours to yourself pretty much every day.
That's crazy. Just so how are you able to balance, like, are you able to balance spending time with like family and friends at all, or your personal life?
Yeah, for sure, because like most of my friends are football players, so like we're with each other every day anyways. But like outside of that, it was like probably like we'll go get food or something, or after practice I always FaceTime my mom. So like times like that, and then all my siblings be in the phone and stuff, because they stay in SoCal, so I really don't get to see them that much. So we mostly just FaceTime all the time. So that's like a big thing I make sure I do every day.
Yeah, you really make that a priority.
Yeah,
to
every
keep
day.
That communication.
Oh, hold on, she's actually calling me back.
Oh shoot! Oh, we got a phone in.
Hey, Mom.
Hurry up.
I need you to answer this. Look, they got a question for you.
Oh, God.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we just wanted to do a quick fact check with you. So Devin let us know that he calls you every single day. Does he call you every single day?
He calls me every single day.
And about how
Every
long
day,
are
at
like the
least once a
calls?
day.
At least once a day?
At least once a day, every single day, and at least about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. So he wasn't lying. You guys,
I
you
don't
heard
cap.
it here.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
All right, I love you. I'll call you later.
Even my other son doesn't call me.
I just said that. All right, Mom.
Bye.
Why? I don't cap. I don't
So-
cap.
Darren indeed does not call, but Devin definitely does. You heard it here. Do you have any like pre-practice or pre-game rituals, like anything that gets you ready, gets you in that mindset?
I'd say I have a pregame ritual. I mean, I think everybody pretty much does it, but like with me, I'll go out probably like 30, 40 minutes early before we're supposed to be out, and I'll like jog around the field a little bit, and then I'll catch passes with the QB just to get a little warm before I have to go stretch. And I don't know, it just makes me feel better going out there early than going out there like on time, I guess you could say.
Kind of get like a feel for the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of eases the nerves a little bit.
Yeah. Because it's like you're putting yourself in there to like visualize how the game's going to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you do score during the game, what's your like go-to like touchdown celebration, or your favorite, either one?
I'd have to say my favorite. So my favorite touchdown celebration this year, we hit the deep end. It's a little group in the receiver room, and it's this thing that we do. So when you score, you do this little handshake, and then you gotta do the little pose to the sky.
Yeah.
And we were saying we were gonna do it all year, but I was the only one that didn't score yet. So when I scored, we finally got a chance to do it. And I don't know, it was just funny just seeing it on TV, because it was like a bunch of basically grown men just acting like kids.
Yeah. So it's from, what's deep end? What's that?
It's the whiteouts, what we call ourselves.
Okay,
Call
like
our-
your group?
Yeah, we call ourselves the deep end.
So how does the handshake go?
All right, look.
I got
Just go like this. Just go here.
Uh-huh.
You go, and then you bring it back,
Uh-huh.
and then you lock it,
Lock it.
and then you go to the sky.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. There you go. Certified. You certified deep end now.
I like that one. I'm in there. So I did want to tell you like my personal favorite, if you could teach me and demonstrate. I believe it was the Northern Arizona game where, so you score or you catch it and then your helmet comes off. He like kicks your helmet and then you stand up and you either went like this or you went like that.
All right, so what you gotta do is it's real simple. So you get up. This only happens on the first down though.
Okay.
You get me? Cause like the chains move.
Yeah.
So you basically just moving the chains like that way. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So you just real subtle though. Like you
Yeah.
can't do too much.
Not
but
too much.
see, that one was a little too much because I was hyped because my helmet came off. I was like, you feel me? But you gotta
It was
just
a
real
good
quick.
one.
Just real quick.
It was a good one. Nah, the helmet came off. You hit that, and he said,
Yeah.
That one was my favorite. So during season, do you have a different like diet? Like, do you watch what you eat during season versus off season?
No.
No? It's always the same?
It's always the same. I feel like off season, I intake more calories, but I mean, it's not like healthy calories.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just eating. I like McDonald's.
Okay.
I like Chipotle.
Okay.
I like chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh.
But it's like an everyday meal, you know, I'm mostly at Mickey D's with it. Like, it's just fast and efficient, and it's right there. So it's like, why not?
Might as well. What's the go-to Mickey D's order?
So you get a number 7, no pickles, right?
Mm-hmm.
A medium Dr. Pepper.
Medium Dr. Pepper.
Medium Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Because, you know, you don't want to drink too much soda because soda's bad for you. But, you know, I don't know. It's something about Dr. Pepper. I can make an exception.
Every once in a while.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I heard your schedule, like that wake up is crazy, that schedule is insane. If you had a full off day to yourself, your ideal day, no football, what are you doing?
I'm staying in bed.
All day?
All day. Staying in bed, like, I'll probably stay in bed, you know, get up, feel me, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, stay in bed, and then get on the game. Oh, and play with my dog Deuce. He's my little man. He ain't so little though, like he big, but he's my little baby for real.
What? He's so you have like a dog at your apartment?
Yeah,
That's
I do.
Nice. I seen that Carlos Los has like a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
So what? I think I've seen a picture of your guys' dogs. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Doberman.
A Doberman?
Yeah.
What color is he?
He's black.
Okay.
Actually, my dog and Carlos' dog, they best friends.
Yeah.
So they be going at it every time they see each other.
You and your bestie got like bestie pets.
Yes, exactly.
We need to insert a picture here. If you could go ahead and send.
I can send you, yeah.
Yeah. And what's his name?
His name's Deuce.
Deuce? Oh, no, that's cute. I'm surprised that you guys can fit those big old dogs in an apartment.
Hey, he just be chilling. He a rescue, so he real chill.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing crazy. The only thing he do, he be barking at cars. Cause I live like right by the street, so he just be barking at every car.
Deuce is about that action?
No,
he's scary.
No, he's scary. Like Jay Gibby be coming in my crib, he be barking, and as soon as he see Jerry, he run. I be like, bro, come on.
Scary.
Like I need you to protect me sometime.
You need you a guard dog. So outside of football, and I know we talked about criminal justice and a possible like fashion degree as well. What's a goal that you have for yourself that has like nothing to do with football?
A goal for myself?
Mm-hmm.
Man, probably just trying to get a job, really. Just after, like, trying to get into law enforcement, probably, and just, you know, make some money. Because I know life isn't all about football, you know what I'm saying? So people say that it's bad to have a plan B when you want to get to plan A, but nah, you got to realize one day, you know, that it's going to end. So a goal after football is probably to get into law enforcement and just, you know, provide for my family, really.
Yeah. And it's like, even if football is a top priority, I think a lot of life is just like preparation.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Exactly.
Having that plan B, plan C.
Because anything can happen. So that's why you just got to be ready. Just got to be ready for when that does happen, whatever it is. So I feel like that's my goal, just to really just be prepared for life and just go into being an adult for real. Because, I mean, I'm an adult now, but, like, you're in college. Like, you're having fun, especially being a football player. So it's like you really just still living life, basically.
And nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing, so.
Seriously. So where does your interest in, like, law enforcement come from? Do you have any role models, anybody in the family that's already doing that?
No, actually, law enforcement came from Cops, the show.
The show?
Yeah. When I was younger, like, I'd wake up, it'd be, like, midnight, Cops playing. I just be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it used to look fun, though. I used to be chasing people. So when I was younger, I was like, dang, I think that's something I want to do. And I feel like me being an athlete, too, and, like, we have law enforcement that come talk to us. They say, like, that's kind of like the same thing as being on a team. Like, you're basically getting to suit up again and then, like, not go to war, but, like, go to battle with your brothers. So, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be the same environment as football. And, you know, like that, I still get that feeling when I'm away from the game.
Yeah. And, like, being able to trust that your teammates got your back in the heat of the moment.
Exactly.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you said, like, it would be playing on TV, so you would just, like, randomly wake up to bad boys, hey,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah. That's going in. Ooh, well, speaking of music, what's your, like, go-to, like, pump-up music? Like, you're about to go on the field. What's your go-to?
When I'm warming up, like, before the game, I'll be listening to, like Blue Bucks, you know what I'm saying? My dog Cam from high school, he my best friend. Be listening to him. He got some bangers too.
Okay.
But like before a game though, like before we like walk out to play, I ain't listening to nothing crazy. I like slow music, like, you know, like Frank Ocean, like stuff like that, like something to just calm the mind, like, cause you don't want to be too amped up when you go out there.
Yeah.
Cause you know it's a whole lot of football is an emotional sport, so you don't want your emotions really running too high when you about to play. So I mean that's what I'd be listening to.
I would think like the exact opposite, but that makes a lot of sense if you're needing to get into like that right headspace and like thinking very clear.
Yeah, exactly. So I like to tone it down a little bit, or I'll be watching like highlight tapes before I play too, like, you know, just something to just get the mind just thinking really, but not something too crazy, just envisioning what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Because if you run out there all hyped up listening to, like, something great, some Chief Keef.
I mean, but, like, some people are different, though. Like, some people need that. Like, they need that to get going. But, like, I feel like with me, I feel like I work better when I'm more calm and I'm just letting the game come to me instead of just trying to overdo it.
Yeah, just let it flow. Could you see yourself, and I know you run track as well, so could you see yourself playing any other sport besides football or running track?
Yes, for sure.
What
basketball.
Sport? You can hoop?
No, I can't. But I feel like if I tried, like I could. Like, I'm not saying basketball is easy, but I mean, I would want to play basketball. It look fun. Basketball players, man, I don't know. They just built different too, though. They tall. So it's like, bruh, I ain't gonna make the cut.
They're born for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of football players can hoop, though.
Nah, for real. Like, there's a few football players on the team that could hoop for real. But, I mean, if I really get on the court, though, I think, who's better than me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
show up and show out.
Exactly.
Do y'all ever, like, go to the gym and just, like, go play, like, for fun?
Oh, yeah. We do in the off-season, like during the summer. We went to, because my apartment got basketball courts. So, like, after our last summer workout, for our little break, we, like, all the receivers and some of the DBs came to the crib, and we just had a little tournament. We were just hooping for a little bit.
Do you ever play, like, if you had to pick somebody on the team right now, who you going up, like, one-on-one?
One-on-one? Carlos Hill.
Carlos Hill?
Yes.
Yeah?
Carlos Hill.
And you're winning?
Yes.
Every time?
Yes. Every time.
Without a doubt.
Yes. Every time. Yes.
Shout out Carlos Hill.
Who would beat me?
Who would beat you? Who would be a good competitor one-on-one?
Who would beat me one-on-one? Man, I have to go with my boy Deshaun Lynch. He's like that. I'll give it. Yeah, he's like that. But anybody else, man, they could see me.
Is he tall, or why you think he could beat you?
Bro, he's just a natural born athlete. Like, he like that. So I give him that. But that's it. That's all they getting out of me is Deshaun. Hey, yo. They got a few questions for you that they need to ask you real quick.
What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's good?
So we're on the podcast right now, and Devin let me know that in a game of basketball, like one-on-one, he said he could beat you, and we just want to know, is that true?
Bro, that is not true. We already settled this. Devin know I'm better than him at basketball.
We have not settled it. We have not settled it. We have not.
We had a 3v3 tournament. My team 5-0'd them. It wasn't even close.
It's not 1v1, buddy.
1v1? You think you could beat him?
Easily. It's not even a question. I don't know why he trying to hype y'all up.
All right, we'll get that set up. Eventually, we'll get a 1v1 because it sounds like both of you guys think you could win.
I don't think I know I can win. He's not good at basketball. He's only good at football. That's it.
He said stick to football. How do you feel about that?
Hey, set it up. You know where I live, bro. You know where I live.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you.
I've been packing this the whole time we've been talking.
Is that the turtle or the shark?
The shark.
The shark.
I think I made like.
Dang, you got a whole set.
I made
been
like.
Playing.
I think I made like 4 castles.
I only seen 2,
yeah. Yeah, I ran out of sand.
I'm calling out Kinetic Sand. Who owns this? Mattel? Hasbro? I don't know. Okay, Kinetic Sand, I'm going to need you guys to answer for yourselves. He built all these and we have no leftover sand. If I wanted to build all these, why is there still so much sand in the box? It should have came with a lot more sand. That's all I'm saying. All right. So this is like my personal favorite question. So out of all your tattoos, it's kind of a 2-part question. Out of all your tattoos, what's your favorite one that you have?
My favorite tattoo that I have is probably the one on my thigh right here. It says I always show you, but I had just got surgery, so it looked weird.
Picture right here.
So it says the world is yours around the world, and then you know what a cause doll is? It has a cause doll sitting on the world, like looking up. So I mean, I feel like it's original. I've seen people with the world is yours, but I added the cause doll, so I mean, it's original.
Yeah, never seen the two together. And then if you had to get a tattoo right now, like somebody's gifting you a free tattoo, what tattoo would you get?
Ooh, free tattoo? I don't know. Probably on my neck though, for sure. I want a neck tattoo, but I don't know what I would get. But it has to be on my neck. I'm trying to get my whole neck done. So some right there. I don't know. It ain't coming to me right now.
Would you want to get it like centered or kind of on the side?
Probably on the side.
Okay.
I like when it's on the side first, and then you just like filling in as it goes. So probably just right here on my right side.
Does your family give you a hard time at all about tattoos? Like how does Miss Katie feel about those tattoos?
My first tattoo, she was mad, but I mean, what? Cause I think I was like 16, and I told her I was getting a little one, but I had got my whole forearm done, and then she was mad, and then I was like, well, what can she do now? So then I went and finished all of this, and then after that she was just like, it is what it is now. So at this point, but she be on me too sometimes though. Like I'll get a tattoo and she'd be like, another one. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, my body.
She can't take it
off. Yeah, exactly. It's already on there. How
does she feel about? Can you show the camera the new hand tattoo?
Oh, the hand tat. It's
pilling. Has she seen that one yet?
Yeah, she did actually. I mean, I don't know. She probably mad. It is what it is.
It's already on there.
Yeah. It's pilling though. That's why I look kind of weird. It's my bad. Can you describe it? Can I describe it? Yeah. So it's flames on my knuckles, and I got the word believe. So.
And when did you get that?
Like 4 days ago.
What was like the pain? Like 1 to 10, and 10 is the most. What was the pain on that?
Like a 2.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, okay. It took 3 Kodak songs. So it wasn't really
some light.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing really too crazy.
3 Kodak. What was one of the songs?
Which one was it? Oh, it was like, look on that, they don't want to see you winning. I was sitting there getting my hand tatted like, okay, bro, he playing the bangers, but
tunnel vision.
But nah, it didn't hurt that bad.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Devin. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you for letting me be the first guest. It was a vibe. I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching our very first episode of Anything But Sports, and stay tuned for more future episodes.